Hello, today we're covering the assembly and usage of the Edlund Arc XL slicer. The first thing to note when assembling the slicer is the infinity knob on the back. Turn to the left to loosen and never comes all the way out of the unit so you never lose it. To put the pusher in place, note the 3 pins on the back, 3 holes for the 3 pins on the XL slicer. They line up. Once you get it in place, you simply turn the infinity knob to the right to tighten and hold the pusher in place. Next, raise up the guard, the safety guard, and get the blade kit so it slides right into place. Remove the knife guard, which is put on for any removal or washing of the blade kit. Lower the safety guard again, and then very important, the first thing you want to do every time you put a new pusher and a new blade in place is to slowly lower the handle to make sure that the blades and the pushers match up perfectly. So we correctly have the 3/16 pusher and the 3/16 blade kit in place, so when we lower the handle, they fit together. Today on the 3/16 inch blade and pusher, we're going to be slicing tomatoes, green peppers, and cucumbers. So to begin, simply place the product in the pusher, and with one easy fluid motion, bring it down. And we get perfect, evenly sliced tomatoes every time. Again, place your product in, one fluid easy motion, and our perfect tomato slices. For the peppers, the same thing. Even easier, one finger, and we have our great pepper slices. Cucumbers, and our perfect evenly sliced cucumbers. Now that we're done with our 3/16 slicing, we're going to change to our 1/4 inch blade and pusher assembly. The first thing we want to do is raise the guard, take the knife guard, slide it into place, and screw it there. So again, this is used for any removal of the blade or washing. Pull the blade kit out, and then we loosen the pusher using the screw turning it to the left. Putting the 1/4 in place, simply line up the holes with the pins again. Tighten our infinity screw to the right. And our blade's in place. Raising the guard, taking the blade kit, removing the knife guard, locking it in, and then very importantly, testing the blade pusher and the blade kit to make sure that they work together. So again, slowly testing it, we have the 1/4 inch pusher and blades correctly in place. The first thing we're going to do with the 1/4 inch blade assembly is slicing our lettuce. So after the lettuce has been cut in half, push the head of lettuce in, and again, with one easy motion, bring it down, and we have our perfectly sliced lettuce. One more time, the head of lettuce straight in the assembly, one easy motion, and our lettuce is sliced. Next on the 1/4 inch blade assembly, we're going to slice and dice our tomatoes. So first, just like before, we place our tomato in the pusher, one easy motion, and we have our sliced tomatoes. To dice, simply pick up the stack of sliced tomatoes, put them in, again, bring it down, and we have our diced tomatoes. First we slice them, we pick them up, we put them back in the pusher, and diced tomatoes. The last product that we're going to do on our 1/4 inch blade assembly is the onions, and we're going to slice and dice them. Now, onions are a dense product, and typically the arc slicer is going to be facing you, so you're going to want to use 2 hands, and once you begin the slicing motion, don't stop until you've pushed it all the way through the blade assembly. So we have our onion in place, 2 hands, and we have our sliced onion. So just like the tomatoes, we want to get the slices, and we want to pick them up in a stack, place them back into the pusher assembly, and then with 2 hands, bring it down, and we have our diced onions. So once again, take our onion into the blades, and then we'll take our slices, put them back in, and we have our diced onion. In review, using the 3/16 inch blade assembly, we were able to slice our cucumbers, tomatoes, and green peppers. Then we changed to the 1/4 inch blade assembly, where we were able to slice our lettuce and slice and dice our tomatoes and onions. All that's left now is to clean the unit. Cleaning is just as easy as assembly, but first what we want to do, raise the knife guard and put our knife guard back on top of the blade assembly. Tighten the screw, pull it out, set it aside. Next, we'll want to loosen the infinity screw on the back to the left, removing the pushing assembly. And now we have our 3 separate pieces, the Titan Arc XL, the pushing unit, and the blade assembly. All 3 units, thanks to their stainless steel construction, can go straight into your dishwasher or your pot sink.